prospects emotionally aroused when they're reading your copy. Okay, so that you really tap into the core of their emotions, and when you solve it, okay, it's like this. This is tension, okay, and this is release. Tension, release. Okay, so this tension portion is exceedingly important, okay, and let me show you exactly how we use it in this formula over here. Okay, now the problem obviously is, and I state this in the second sentence of the copy, to drive an ongoing stream of people to your site every day without working your fingers off for it. Okay, this is what people want. They want to learn how to get traffic. Okay, the problem. Okay, now the agitation part comes in when we know that they are not getting it. Okay, so one of the things that we do is we use the emotion of jealousy very strongly over here. Look at this subhead over here. Okay,
You guys like that?
do your traffic stats look anything like ours? Okay, it's sort of like showing off. All right, does it look like ours? Okay, if not, this could be the most important letter you've ever read. Okay, this is the part where I start phasing them into the agitation phase. Okay, now here the bold-faced lies you've been fed. Okay, take a good look at your computer and bookshelf. How many courses on generating traffic are lying there collecting dust? Did any of them work? Okay, and here's the that's basically the problem itself. We're agitating them. They have spent lots of money on buying traffic stuff, how to generate traffic, but none of it actually works. Okay, so we point that out, and then we just say that basically there's nothing to be embarrassed about. We've been there, okay, and we've spent thousands of dollars on expensive traffic courses that purportedly reveals the real secrets of traffic generation, only to find out that the whole freaking course is all about buying traffic. Okay, there isn't a secret to that. And then we point out that there are basically only 3 strategies for generating traffic. Okay, you can buy it, you can attract it, and you can steal it. Okay, scroll down. Okay, and here's something you may not know though. I see the real reason why your website isn't getting enough traffic is because a critical piece of the traffic generation puzzle has been kept from you. Okay, at this point, I would like to stop and explain to you the reason why I use that particular paragraphs over there. Okay, read those paragraphs again. The real reason why your website isn't getting enough traffic is because a critical piece of the traffic generation puzzle has been kept from you. Okay, this is something that I've been using for a long time. It's what I call the missing link theory. Okay, it works exceedingly well. Okay, because I'll tell you why afterwards. But it's simply this. Okay, imagine me. Okay, this is your prospect. Okay, now your prospect wants to attain certain results in life. Okay, and this is your prospect over here, and this is where your prospect wants to be. Okay, but somehow there's something that's blocking him. Okay, there's always something there's a roadblock in his way that is preventing your prospect from getting the results they ought to be getting. Is this clear? Okay, now your product should be the solution to removing that roadblock and allowing your prospect to go to where he is. Okay, so in this case, what I've laid out over here is I've blatantly told them that, hey, there's a critical piece of the puzzle that has been kept from you. Okay, how many of you hate being kept secrets? Okay, have you ever had friends who would like to come to you and say, hey, I have a secret to tell you? What is it? I'll tell you another day. And then that nagging feeling goes on because you hate, having a secret kept from you. Okay, it's that same nagging feeling that they're going to experience over here. What is that piece of the puzzle? Okay, now there's only one way they can find out what that piece of the puzzle is, and that is to buy my shit. True? Right? You have to buy in order to find out. Okay, and this missing link theory is universally applicable for any product or service that you're selling. You position your product or your service as the missing link to the puzzle, which will then get them where they want to be. Okay, now let me show you how I actually elaborate and stir them up even more. Okay, look like this. Okay, there's something. Let me explain. There's something all the gurus do to get a massive amount of traffic to their websites, and it's in plain view for all to see. But only those on the inside actually know what it is. It's like watching a magic trick. If you know the secret, it's pretty obvious how the trick is done. But if you don't, it's just plain mystifying. Okay, that's something that they will say, yeah, that's true. Okay, but the good news is with the help of Ewen and myself, you too can be in the know and start creating an avalanche of free targeted traffic to your website. Okay, now that is the scenario that I've painted to them. Okay, it's like what we call an analogy. Okay, a metaphor, a figure of speech. Okay, now when they understand the concept, they will recall how it feels like not to know how a magic trick was accomplished. And I'm sure some of you know some simple magic tricks, and you do understand that when you know how it's done, it's very simple, okay? Yeah, but if you do not know how a magic trick is done, it can be very mystifying. So with that, I think the message sinks in pretty clearly for these guys. And so what we propose after the agitate portion is we solve that portion, okay? And look, this is how we propose to solve it, okay? We introduce our product, and after that, okay, look at this. I start stirring them up even more, okay? Our autopilot traffic machine has absolutely nothing to do with start page or hit exchanges, safe lists, MLM, black hat SEO strategies, cloaking, blogging, code registrations, white hat, page generation, RSS, banners, FFAs,